The mid-range machine of HPC Speedex line is the Premier Speedex. The Premier Speedex is an industrial-grade manual duplicator. It is mounted on a sturdy base and comes equipped with a heavy-duty motor. Its durable construction and bronze bearings combine for a dependable, long-lasting machine. The powerful motor provides ample torque for cutting a lot of keys. It is available in 120 or 240 volts for use in lock shops around the world, and in 12-volt DC for use in your mobile lock shop. It's equipped with 4-way jaws for holding a large variety of different blanks, including double-sided automotive keys. Jaws on one side are flat and are designed primarily for large pin commercial and residential keys, such as Schlage, Kwikset, or Best. Another side of the jaws has a lip on the top jaw. The third side has a lip on the bottom jaw. The fourth side has a lip on both the top and bottom jaws. To change which jaw side is used, loosen the wing nut and pull up on the bottom jaw, and turn the top and bottom together to the required side. The Premier Speedex comes with a single-angle M2 grade tool steel cutter. This high-quality cutter smoothly cuts even harder key blanks. The Premier Speedex is equipped with a softy deburring brush to swiftly remove the burrs from new keys. With its expansive carriage range, it accommodates large bow and longer automotive keys. To ensure the new key is cut exactly the same as the original key, the two keys must be positioned exactly the same. The Premier Speedex has an integral shoulder gauge for this purpose. To use the shoulder gauge, lower the gauge and position the carriage so the left edge of the jaw is near the left side of the shoulder gauge. Place the original key in the left side jaw and gently push the shoulder of the key against the shoulder gauge. Holding the key in this position, gently but firmly tighten the wing nut. Repeat this procedure with the key blank in the right side jaw. Some keys do not have a shoulder to gauge against. Therefore, you must use the optional tip gauges to position the keys. There is one set for standard tip gauge keys and one set for best keys. When loading tip gauge keys, gently push the tip of the key against the tip gauge. The notch on the best key blade engages the curved tip on the gauge. Automotive keys that do not have a shoulder will use the standard tip gauge. For this example, we'll duplicate a Schlage key, which uses the standard jaw and shoulder gauge. Load the original key in the left side jaw, gauging it by the shoulder. Now load the appropriate key blank in the right side jaw, also gauging it on the shoulder. Raise the shoulder gauge out of the way. Switch the machine on. Position the carriage so the cutter and the tracer are closest to the shoulders of the keys. Holding the carriage with both hands, slowly raise it so that the key engages the tracer and the blank engages the cutter. Maintaining gentle pressure on the keys against the tracer and cutter, slowly move the carriage to the left, making certain the tracer reaches the bottom of each cut. When the entire key has been traced, lower the carriage and move it back to the right. Repeat the cutting process to make the finishing or cleanup cuts on the new key. Take note, the cutter is designed for one-way cutting only. Cut keys only from the right to the left. That is, bow to tip. After the key has been cut, lower the carriage and switch the machine off. Loosen the wing nut on the cutter side and remove the new key. The brass chips or burrs left on a newly cut key can interfere with smooth operation of the lock. It's important to remove them before testing the key. All of the Speedex models are equipped with the Softy deburring brush. To clean the key, switch the machine on and deburr both sides. Once the key is free of burrs, test it in the lock. The new key should operate the lock smoothly. There are several options available for the Premier Speedex machine. The machine is equipped with a double-sided tracer. One side matches the angle of the standard cutter. The second side is straight to accurately trace the straight cuts found on flat steel keys. With the optional slotting cutter kit, number CW16 kit, you can duplicate safe deposit box and mailbox keys. An optional double-angle cutter conversion kit is also available, the CW51MC. The double-angle cutter allows cuts on the keys to be made both bow to tip and tip to bow. This will decrease cutting time while increasing cutter life by allowing cuts to be made in both directions. The optional Speedex code adapter kit turns your Premier Speedex into a code cutting machine. Because the depths and spaces are gauged from a specific plug, each key is custom made to fit that plug. The spaces will be compensated for any variances in the manufacturing of the lock. The depths will be cut according to whatever pins you are using. Watch the complete video on the YouTube HPC channel or on the HPC Theater at hpcworld.com. The HPC Premier Speedex is an accurate and durable duplicator that will provide years of reliable service. Ask your authorized HPC distributor for details.